Yes, today we are going to discuss about plant-water relations. What is our topic name? Plant-water relations. So, already we know water is very essential for the metabolic activities of all organisms, not only plant. All living organisms are required water for their metabolic activities. So here it is also, plants are also require the water. For example, you can observe the photosynthesis mechanism. What is the chemical reaction of the photosynthesis mechanism? 6CO2 plus 12 H2O. So, in the photosynthesis mechanism, the plants are absorb the water from the soil, and where the oxygen is going to elevated in the photosynthesis process from the water. So, any type of metabolic activity, water is very required in the plants. Water potential. What is that? Water potential. So, how to define water potential? Anybody? The water potential is nothing but the amount of water molecule. In that solution, how many water molecules are there in a solution? The amount of water molecules, present in a solution is nothing but water potential. Very easy definition. What is the meaning of water potential? The amount of water molecules. The amount of water molecules present in a solution is called water potential. Is it clear? What is the meaning of water potential? The amount of water molecule. How many water molecules are there in that solution? That is called as water potential. So the water potential is indicated by psi W. Water potential is indicated by psi W. Then I am asking a question here. What is the rate of water potential of a pure water? The pure water does not have the solute. The pure water solute is there? No, there is no question of adding of solution. We are going to add the solute into the water here? No. This is a pure water. There is no solute concentration. Okay? So the pure water is having highest water potential. The pure water is having highest water potential. That means maximum water potential. Pure water is having maximum water potential. Which is have the maximum water potential? Pure water. In the pure water, there is no question of solute. So that's why in the pure water, the water potential is going to maximum. So what is the maximum rate of pure water potential? 0. How much? 0. So this is a very important NEET examination question. Water potential is maximum. That value is nothing but 0. Now I am asking a question, for example. So when for example, we have a solution. In that solution, water molecule concentration is going to high. Water molecules are high. The number of water molecules are very high. So what is the state of the water potential in this solution? Are you understood? I am asking a question. We have a solution. In that solution, water molecule percentage is going to high. Then what about the water potential? Yes, water potential is also going to increase. Understood? Yes. Okay. When a solution is having high number of the water molecule, that is nothing but the water potential is going to high. Understood? Okay. Then what is the solute potential? Solute potential? Here we have a solution. So I am going to add the solute in that solution. Either salt or sugar. That means glucose. Okay. I am going to add the salt in that solution. Now what happened? Here when I am going to add the salt, salt is nothing but solute. So when you are going to add the solute into a solution, the water potential is going to decrease. Understood this one? Listen, we have a solution. In that solution we are going to add the solute like salt or sugar. So when we are going to add the solute into the solution, what about the water molecule concentration? What about the water potential concentration? The water potential concentration is going to decrease. Water potential concentration is going to decrease. How? Why the water potential concentration is going to decrease? Carefully listen. What I am asking? Why the water potential is going to decrease in that solution? Why? Because of adding of solute. Because of adding of solute. Adding of solute into the solution. When we are going to add the solute into the solution, the water potential is going to decrease. Okay. Now the decreasing water potential when we are going to add the solute is nothing but solute potential. Understood this one? What is the solute potential? The decreasing of water potential by adding of solute is known as solute potential. And the solute potential is indicated by psi s. Understood? Solute potential is indicated by psi s. First of all, we are going to discuss about the water potential. The water potential is nothing but the amount of water molecules in a solution is called water potential. That is indicated by psi w. And when we are observing pure water, the pure water is having the maximum amount of water potential. Now you can add the solute into a solution, that is going to decrease the water potential. The decrease of water potential because of solute adding is nothing but solute potential. It is clear? Is it clear? Yes. Now, when we are going to add the solute into a solution, what happens? Water potential is going to decrease. Now I am asking a question. Solute concentration and solute potential. One is the solute concentration and another one is the solute potential. So what is the relation between the solute concentration and solute potential? Listen, you can observe the solute concentration and solute potential relation. For example, you can take the two benches, X bench and Y bench. On the X bench, how many students are there? 3 number of students are there. What is the capacity of that bench? 5 members. Here already 3 students are there. So remaining, how many students are going to add this bench? Only 2. Okay. Now you can observe the Y bench. How many students are that bench? Only 2 students. What is the capacity of that bench? 5 students. So how many remaining students are going to add that bench?
3 students.
3. And that means here adding students number is high. Here adding student number is low. Here on the bench sitting students number is high. When the sitting students number is going to high, adding student number is going to low. When the sitting student number is low, adding student number is high. So you can compare the sitting student number on the bench is nothing but solute concentration. Sitting students number on the bench is nothing but solute concentration. So for example, in the X bench, on the X bench, solute concentration is high. In the Y bench, solute concentration is low. So now you can observe the adding students on the bench. The adding students on the bench is nothing but solute potential. Adding students are nothing but adding of solute. The adding of solute into a solution is nothing but solute potential. So how many number of students are going to add in the X bench? Only 2. And solute potential is going to Decrease. Solute potential is going to decrease here. How many number of students are going to add here? 3. That means solute potential is going to high. When the solute concentration is high, the solute potential is going to low. When the solute concentration is low, solute potential is going to high. So here, solute concentration is inversely proportional to solute potential. Understood this one? That means when we have a solution. In that solution, we are going to add the solute. When we are going to add the solute, that means solute concentration is high. Solute concentration is going to high. When the solute concentration is going to high, the solute potential is going to be low. When the solute concentration is low, solute potential is high. That's why solute concentration is inversely proportional to solute potential. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about pressure potential. What is that? Pressure potential. So here cells are absorb the water is transferred into the root epidermal cells. When the water is absorbed by the root epidermal cell, the cells are become turgid. Now the turgid pressure is nothing but pressure potential. Pressure potential, and that is indicated by psi p. Pressure potential is indicated by psi p. Now the equation is nothing but psi w is equal psi s plus psi p. Psi w is nothing but water potential. Psi s is nothing but solute potential. Psi p is nothing but pressure potential. So when the solution is having excess amount of solute concentration, that leads to decrease of solute potential, and that also leads to decrease of pure water molecules. So because that is nothing but water potential is also going to decrease. So that's why psi w is equal psi s. So psi w, what is the water potential equation? Psi w is equal psi s plus psi p. Solute potential plus pure water is there. So you can add the solute into the pure water. When solute is going to add the pure water, what about the water potential concentration? Decrease. That means the solute is going to destroy the water. That's why the solute potential value always negative. Always, and the pressure potential always going to positive. So what about psi w is equal minus plus plus. Psi w is equal minus plus plus. Minus is nothing but solute potential, plus is nothing but pressure potential. Is it clear? Now we have discussed a simple problem. We have two beakers. We have two beakers with the solution. A beaker, B beaker. So what are the values in the A beaker? Solute potential is nothing but minus 30 and pressure potential psi p is equal 15. In B beaker, psi s is equal to minus 34, psi p is equal 70. Then calculate the value of the psi w. Psi w. Already we know psi w is nothing but water potential, that is equal psi s plus psi p. So what is the value of the water potential here? What is the value of the water potential? 15. Minus 15 here? Minus 17. So I am asking a question. This is the water potential. The A beaker water potential is minus 15. B beaker water potential is minus 17. So now I am asking a question. What is the flow of water movement in this chart? What is the flow of water movement? From B to A or A to B?
B to A.
A to B. Tell me fast. Here water potential is minus 15. Here water potential is minus 17. Minus value here. So where the water potential is high, where the water potential is low? In A beaker or B beaker? What is the A beaker value? Water potential is minus 15. Minus 15. B beaker minus 17. So where the water potential is going to high? A or B? A beaker. And come in the low in the B beaker. So what is the movement of the water from the A to B? From the A to B. So the movement of water from A to B. A to B. This is the first problem. Easy to understand? Very simple. When the water potential is going to high in the A and water potential is going to low in the B. So the water molecules are transferred from high water potential region to low water potential region. So the movement of the water is nothing but A to B. Is it clear?